The solution to this exercise is very similar to the SQL that we looked at in a video just a moment ago. So all we have to do here is select count, and then inside of a set of parentheses, distinct manufacturer from phones. And that's pretty much it. So we're going to first find a list of all the unique values of manufacturer. We're then going to count up the number of rows on that column or the number on that list. And that's it. We're going to print out the value. Let's check our solution and just make sure we get the correct result. Yep, looks good.